Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Joda Home Inspections. Today is July 14th, 2021. We're doing a sewer scope here at 764 South, 10th East in Salt Lake City. We've got the camera pushed out 103 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection, but you do have some roots crawling through. Some on both sides. You want to have roots cleaned out or else they can get bigger and create a blockage, which can cause a backup. I've been running some water, which helps push the camera out, but it also helps me determine if you have proper grade. When you see areas with standing water like this, that indicates improper grade. That's not horrible. I mean, that was just a very small flat spot, but that's something that I'm paying attention to as we pull back. This is what you want to be seeing, is very little standing water. Running water is fine. If my camera head's well above it and it's just flowing, that's okay. I was running a little bit of water. That's a little bit of an offset right there, where the pipes have slipped and you have a little bit of a lip at the bottom. Offsets are not good because they can catch debris, which can create a blockage. So I saw this as I was pushing the camera out. You have a little section of pipe that is missing right there on the left side of the line. I can't see around that corner, but when you have a chunk of the line missing, it makes it easier for water to escape out of the line, and that can cause the line to settle in that area, which can cause it to hold water if it settles enough. Oh, there's a clean out. So 74 feet out from where I'm at now. That's an access point, probably somewhere in the yard. I didn't see it, so it could be buried. So far we've seen a few roots, but not a ton, which is good. Lots of cobwebs. Cobwebs can be a good thing because that means that the line hasn't backed up recently. You should be able to get the insurance in this area. I would definitely get the insurance through HomeServe. It's not incredibly expensive, but they can help offset the cost when it needs to be replaced. I mean, this is looking like, if not an original line, it's definitely decades and decades old. Alright, we just transitioned to cast iron. Cast iron is usually the weakest link because it gets really rough and rusty, and that can catch on debris. It'll eventually need to be replaced. It thins out and flakes. And for being cast iron, this is not as rough as a lot that I've seen, as a lot of others that I've seen. But it also can be deceiving because you can have cracks and it gets covered up by the rust, and so you can't always tell. Okay, so just to recap, you have a few roots. I would recommend getting roots cleaned out before they get bigger. I would definitely recommend the insurance on this line. You had a small chunk of line that was missing. Spot repairs can be expensive. The only real permanent fix for a spot like that would be either a spot repair or having a liner put in, which is another option. Since you had decent grade, that might be an option here. A liner is basically a pipe inside of a pipe, and then they harden that liner, and it's like having a new line. Overall, I didn't see any standing water. It looked like it was performing the way that it should. But it is an older line, and it does have some cast iron, which will eventually need to be replaced. So I'm going to end this recording now.